Well, it looks fairly legitimate. I guess it's probably some sort of scam. But there's a few things I want to do in Oslo anyway, so I want to have a look at this Santa Claus butt plug statue. I have no idea what the point of butt plugs are. Oh, I don't think I even want to know, but could have a look at that. And then I can go buy vegetables at the place where all the foreigners buy vegetables.
Det står på den der
Nei, du må si til meg
Ja, ok, jeg kan Det er dip and pam.
Okay.
De,
pengene er sendt fra hvilket land?
det er fra Los Angeles.
Los Angeles.
Så opplysninger blir sendt bak til hun. Ingenting.
Nei.
Det er bra fordi det er en scammer. Facebook-scammer.
Aha, Facebook-scammer har sendt deg penger?
Det er faktisk scammet en scammer. Uti. Ha det bra. Ja. Klart å scamme en scammer. Fantastisk. Yeah, I got the money. I managed to scam a scammer. Amazing.
Now I get friend requests on Facebook from basically two kinds of scammers. Porno scammers that want to trick me into clicking on links that where I can see them naked and most likely infect my computer with some sort of virus. Many of them claim to be from here in Norway, even in the same village where I'm from. They write barely understandable Norwegian and sometimes Swedish. Apparently translated with a Google translator that doesn't tackle the language they're translating from. I often send them pictures of hydrocephalus patients to these disfigured women that have breasts that belong on a cow and asses that belong on a female baboon in heat. This candidate for breast reduction surgery invites me to view the slime percolating and running out between her legs. Disgusting. In 2016 and 2017, I used to get friend requests from 4 or 5 of these scammers every day. I always reported them. They were almost never removed. However, recently, Facebook has begun to remove about 95% of those I report. I really wonder what kind of people Facebook is hiring to review these reports. Grade school dropouts. The other type is dating scammers. Young girls in their late teens or early 20s, they often claim to be from the USA, but they're currently outside the US somewhere. For example, visiting their grandmother or some other family member who lives in Africa, for example. They are absolutely in love with me and they want to come to Norway and start a family with me. There's just one problem. They've inherited 60 kilograms of gold from their late father that died in a car accident, or perhaps they've inherited a couple $1 million from their late father who died in a car accident. They want to send me this gold inheritance money or whatever so that I can invest it here in Norway, but they need help to pay some sort of processing fee to their solicitor to release the money. I got this friend request from a quite obvious scammer calling herself Julia Silva, allegedly from Seattle, where I'm originally from, but currently in the army in Damascus, Syria. Her picture is a mirror image. On her jacket it says Little John U.S. Air Force, but she claims to be in the Army. Now here's a trick I want to teach to these feeble-minded grade school dropout credibility experts in Facebook that they apparently don't know about. You right-click on the image, and then a box will come up, and then you can choose, click on search Google for image. And what do you find? Page after page of the same image with different names. I reported the scammer profile 4 times. 2 times for using the name that she doesn't normally go by, and 2 times for being a scammer. Why can't these experts that Facebook hires figure this out? It's their job. It's how they make a living. There are very many of them, and they get paid a lot of money for doing that job. But they don't seem to know or this trick or be bothered to do it. Normally I don't have time to correspond too much with these scammers, but in March there was a lot of snow and I had undergone some major surgery. A 8.5 centimeter aortic aneurysm. For about 4 weeks I couldn't do anything at all except sit on my butt here in front of the computer. So I accepted this dating scammer's friend request. My goal in communicating with scammers is to try to trick them into wasting time going somewhere to collect money I haven't sent them. I also try to get personal information out of them so that I can maybe report them to the proper authorities. Allegedly, because of the Army didn't want her to use Facebook, I gave her my email. Sometimes she uses Messenger, but her Facebook profile was eventually taken down, but she made a new Messenger account. To make a very long story short, I've been corresponding with this idiot for over a month and a half. She almost immediately fell in love with me, of course. She had no problem getting married to me and making babies with me, a 68-year-old man. Age is just a number, she said. Eventually she told me about her father, who died 22 years ago in a car accident, and who left her an inheritance which her mother had kept secret from her. Her mother has been diagnosed with, quote, coronary artery disease, and cancer. She sent me an impressive certificate from South Africa, apparently stating that she had inherited $3,700,000 from her father. The orthography and grammar is rather questionable. That first sentence is really, really long. I don't think I can read that in one breath. But anyway, it's surely authentic because look at this red seal. Now, to get this $3,700,000 to Norway, I needed to spend $4,820 to a processing fee to some law firm consisting of a bunch of dyslexic lawyers, Chris Roy solicitors in Texas. I was to send $4,800 to the following bank account. She wrote to Chris Roy stating that I was her husband. I advised her it was not wise to falsely claim that we were married. I also advised her that the taxes can be very high in Norway and maybe as much as 40 or 50%. That didn't seem to bother her at all, losing $1.5, maybe $2 million, like pouring water on a goose. Chris Roy Solicitor's Facebook page is quite interesting. The English is absolute gibberish. For example, we give you a fresh and unique approach to all legal matters. We have proven this time without number. Well, I certainly do agree that scamming people out of money maybe could be considered a fresh and unique approach. But what the hell is the meaning we have proven this time without money? It doesn't make sense. All your base are belong to us. Somebody set us up the bomb. If we do an image search, we find that the image apparently has been stolen from Howell's solicitors. These appear to be genuine solicitors. They write fairly well English, and instead of English. I'll bet $42 that they can get Chris Roy Solicitor's Facebook page removed, PDQ. Maybe they can even do something about this bank account, which is where I was supposed to send $4,820. It's a bank account of a criminal. As for this Julia scammer, I delayed sending money to her solicitor by saying I was traveling around Sweden, Germany, and Denmark looking for a yacht to buy. I couldn't find a picture of the Christian Roddick, the Norwegian full-rigged ship, so I sent her a picture of a smaller three-masted sailing ship. So I told her I took the ferry to Norway, and I told her that somebody had stolen my wallet with all my bank cards, my ID, my passport, money. They also stole my laptop and the charger to my telephone. I had no money for gas and had to sleep in my car. And my stomach pain was getting worse. And all my friends were on vacation and couldn't be contacted. I needed $30 to buy gas to get home. After several days of allegedly sleeping in my car and the worsening stomach pain, she contacted a friend in Los Angeles who could send me $30. Because she was in the army in Syria, she wasn't allowed to have any money, she said. I told her I would make a doctor's appointment when I returned home. I sent her the following message. Hello, Julia. My name is Slingel Sperkelfurgel, one of Richard's neighbors. I have just driven Richard to the hospital. His stomach pains have worsened. I have the key to his house, and he told me to write you and tell you. Slingel is like rascal, and Sperkelfurgel is... I would translate that as prankster. Rascal prankster. I'll write a new one here. Hello, Julia, it's Slingel. Richard is in a coma. He is suffering from parasitic skjeltringavskum. This is a condition not covered by the Norwegian healthcare system. Surgery will be required with quite a long recovery time. I will take care of Richard's cats and water his plants. That'll do.